for the royal family. You work for Charles and Camilla, Harry and William. How amazing. How do you get a job like that?
For me, I was very lucky. When I was a youngster, 13, 14, there was a documentary about the Queen and the royal family, and I said to my father, I would like to either, how do I become involved with the royal family? And he said, you either have to marry them or you work for them. And I remember thinking, right, who can I marry?
Yeah.
And then realised that that wasn't going to happen.
No.
And thought, okay, well, maybe I could work for them. That dream, ambition, stuck with me for several years.
Amazing.
And when I was 18, 19, I got my first Butler job. Spent 2 years doing training, then went on to work for the Duke. And after being with them for a few years, I heard that the Prince was looking for a butler, and I applied and got the job.
So if somebody wants to go and be a butler for Harry and Meghan, let's say, what's the process like to go and work?
It's not easy. It's really strict because they have to be careful. They have to make sure that, because the role of a butler, you're very much in somebody's home. You're around them literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It needs to be somebody they feel comfortable with, somebody that they can trust. So it's a really important, it's an important position. I think for me, I learnt how they did things. I watched how they did things and understood, you know, how they run their lives and what they do. And I suppose to an extent, you kind of learn the same and understand how they do things, and then you end up doing them yourself as well.
If you had to describe Harry, what would you say?
He's very caring, compassionate, down to earth. Would never ask something he wouldn't be prepared to do himself. He's got a lovely personality, and do you know, I even remember when I first went to work for the Prince, being off duty, obviously I had days off duty, and meeting him, as you do, in town, and you know, very much kind of making sure that I was okay, I was comfortable, I had everything I need, and you know, you kind of think you don't need to do that, and that was exactly, that's how he is. He's a very, as I say, very caring, compassionate person.
When you heard about Meghan, and the more we learn about Meghan, do you think she is a good match for him?
Absolutely. I've been watching them like everybody, and the interaction, the love, the humour is perfect. It really is the fairy tale Hollywood kind of wedding, isn't it? It's the American girl meeting her British prince and going off into the sunset.
Yeah.
It's the things that dreams are made of.
And what about William?
Oh, he's fantastic. I mean, I very much, again, felt very lucky to spend time with him. Both are very similar. They're very close to each other. I even remembered recently, I even sat down and had a lunch with them once. And I thought, how many people can actually say that they sat down with a potential future king?
Yeah.
And I've even danced with the Queen.
You've danced with the Queen?
She's a very good dancer, and she's fun.